Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the Municipal Muses makeover, and I was trying to model it based off of the New Orleans Museum of Art. I have never been there. I was looking at pictures of the exterior online, and this is what it looks like. And I really liked that there was this kind of like flat looking pond in the front. And we had just gotten the circular pond. So I decided to kind of go for it. The only museums that I have been in are the New York, I think they call it the MoMA, maybe Museum of Modern Art. And that was when I was in high school. So that was about, we're not going to say when that was, but it was a while ago. I also have very many times been to the California Academy of Sciences, which I believe when I went more when I was younger, it was like the Steiner Aquarium, and then it had like, there were all kinds of names. Anyway, they redid the whole thing a while ago. And so basically, the exterior of this museum is based off of the New Orleans Museum of Art. The interior is kind of based on what I think the inside should look like, and museums that I have been to. I guess art museums / aquariums that I've been to, which are mostly in California, because I've been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I've been to an aquarium in San Diego. And then, like I said, the MoMA in New York. I am obviously a very well-traveled person. So yes, but the exterior, I really wanted to look like the New Orleans Museum of Art, because again, I think I've said this in every video, this neighborhood is kind of based off of New Orleans, and so I figured what better way to kind of honor that than to have a New Orleans style museum instead of I don't know, I felt like it was a kind of boring museum previously. So I had also just gotten I think it was the university, it might have been the high school, it might have been both, expansion packs. And so I was using that for the exterior to kind of make it look a little bit, I felt like the exterior options for that, I think it's the high school expansion pack, I think they have some gothic, like looks that kind of helped with the exterior that I was kind of going for. I think it's like a Greek Gothic. I don't know if that's accurate. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because like they have those like Greek columns, but then they kind of also have like a Gothic, maybe and I can never remember what it's called, but like that edging around the roof. And then I also, for some reason, there are not like a ton of staircases in any of the museums I've been to, but there were more than one. I initially kind of wanted to have like one staircase, but then I also kind of liked having this 2 entryways idea. And that's mostly because when I, again, was a kid and went to the California Academy of Sciences, and the names that it was at the time, because it was multiple things. It was an aquarium, it was an art museum, it was a natural history museum. There were multiple entrances. And so I remember one time my grandma took us in through one of the entrances, and I was like kind of flummoxed, because I was like, why aren't we going in through the regular entrance? And then it was like, oh, there's multiple entrances. And so I don't know. For some reason, I felt like there needed to be 2 entrances. So the main floor, I didn't want to block off one of the entrances with like a big staircase, because I did see a couple pictures of the interior of the New Orleans Museum of Art, and it kind of has this like grand staircase that kind of goes up both sides. Again, loved the idea, just didn't want to block off the 2 entrance idea. I also wanted to have like a lot of space on the exterior for that pond because that was like the one thing in my mind that was like absolutely needs to be there. There needs to be this round pond. And then also needed to be like a cafeteria in the basement. And initially it was like totally a cafeteria. That was it. But then I kind of messed around with it and thought like, oh, maybe because obviously students would come here quite frequently. There would be like an art section and like where kids could come and take classes, adults could come and take classes. And I don't know, maybe they would study downstairs. There would be coffee shop, whatever. So this is the kind of entrance where like maybe people would come and buy tickets. I spent a lot of time trying to make it so that computers would sit on the counters. And so I was doing like cheat codes to get like a table and the computers. And then when I kind of went to go play like just to make sure everything worked, the computers disappeared. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, the computers aren't necessary anyway, so it doesn't matter. It was more just like what I wanted it to look like. And then the other thing is with the California Academy of Sciences, they have this like, I can't remember how many levels, but it's really tall because in the interior, there's this like butterfly / living exhibit. And so I was kind of trying to honor that with the wall greenery on the first floor. And then kind of just the upstairs being, I was trying to have like sections of art. So this, like the 2 people, I can't remember what their names are in the, like build mode, but like obviously would be the benefactors of the museum or the original donors. And then I kind of tried to do some like jazz themed, like in the stairwell, the artwork, I guess, because there was a lot of in the base game jazz artwork, which is awesome. And then also, I think just from different packs, like trying to do, I think there's like maybe some Japanese artwork. There's some of those, I think that was from the Glamour kit, maybe. Like the large movie star posters. And then, yeah, this is like different cultural kind of neat wall hangings. And then like kind of either side with a sculpture in the middle. And then I wanted to do some really like fancy light fixtures. I also did like, I think this is the first time that I've used the like all the way up ceilings. I don't know what to call it. Like a warehouse style, I guess, because I've never used the highest possible ceiling option in any of the houses. But I thought it made sense here to do 2 floors of, I don't know what to call it. We're going to pretend that's like a 12-foot ceiling. And so I did the 12-foot ceiling. Lots of light because I didn't do windows. And that's mostly just because I was trying to get the exterior to match the photos that I saw online. So just some windows on the side. So lots of interior lighting. And I think I also did like kind of tried out that roping off just to kind of keep people away, Sims away from touching or getting close to the paintings, but also able to view it. And then I think I also took advantage of the, I can't remember what to call them, but like plaques, I guess, of like, this is what this painting is. This is what this artwork is. Yeah. And so also I wanted the building to be eco-friendly. So I did the skylight because there's not a lot of windows. This is where I'm doing the like kind of art class area. And I also figured like people would have like taped up inspiration. And then I kind of was like, oh, it'd be fun to put these little carpets down. I don't know why. And then lockers or places where people can keep their projects while they're drying, or I don't know, they're taking the classes routinely. And then I, of course, had to use some of the little art clutter to kind of clutter up the space and make it look used and lived in. And oh yeah, the bathroom was a whole thing. I think that was the reason I even created a basement, was to put a bathroom in. And then yeah, I kind of went wild with the roping off, and also using different colors of the peacocks. And that was more like, I was recently in Park City, and they have like these moose, and I know other cities do this. But like there's these sculptures and they get painted. And so I was kind of like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was like the painted peacocks, like all different colors. And I obviously only left it on the one floor. So here's where I was doing the pond. And initially I wanted it to be round, but then I was like, oh, it looks like small and stupid. So I kind of made it oblong. And then I also wanted there to be kind of a curved walkway, or like, I don't know, like where you could get like drive around and get dropped off. And it took me forever to finally get that, because I kind of had this like V-shape thing. And I think I eventually decided to do like a combination of the tile, like floor tile, and then ground cover, because there's like a matching, fortunately, a ground cover. But obviously there needed to be some like really tall trees and some sculptures and bushes, just a lot of like really pretty landscaping. I decided to go with like the cherry blossom trees, because there's a lot of those around in the area. And then I kind of also wanted to do just like little islands of landscaping around the pond. So I did like some rocks and plants. I also spent a ridiculous amount of time trying to figure out what all the pond features were, because I don't think I've ever actually done a pond on any of the properties yet. So I didn't want it to be crazy. I think I ended up with ducks. I was trying to decide if I wanted to do swans. But I think, yeah, I went with ducks, mostly because, again, the places I'm most familiar with are the places in San Francisco, and I'm sure there are swans in San Francisco, but like a lot of the little ponds in the Golden Gate Park, which is where the California Academy of Sciences is, don't have, or I don't recall seeing swans. I saw a lot of ducks there and seagulls who steal your food. But that's a story for another day. And then I also felt like there should be some kind of like plaque or something outside to like say what the museum is. I'm also hoping that I did some pictures of when I fixed the, I don't know what to call it, driveway, walkway. But I think right now I'm doing landscaping. And so, yeah, I thought there should be rocks. And this is very silly, but when, my dad's mom, my grandma, took us to the California Academy of Sciences a lot when we were younger, and we would go through Golden Gate Park, she would point out this lake that was in the park, and there was this rock. And my dad was the youngest until his younger sister was born, but for 8 years. And so she had some time with him when his siblings had gone to school, and there was a place called Tim's Rock, which was just a rock that he liked, and he would be like, I want to go to that rock. So she called it Tim's Rock. So I felt like there needed to be rocks around this pond in honor of my dad, and just, some plants and stuff. So again, this like park area in front of the museum is like an homage to the pond that's in the picture of the New Orleans Museum of Art, but also Golden Gate Park. Okay, so this is where I was trying to do like kind of a rounded walkway / driveway while also using the tiles. And the only way I was able to make this work was because that, I don't know what to call it, ground cover matches the tiles. And so I think from the pictures I've seen, the New Orleans Museum of Art has like this pond, and then like you can drive, kind of, maybe. I'm not sure. I've never seen cars in the picture. But anyway, so here's the, the ducks and the little fountain. And I just think it turned out really nice. It's really cute. So anyway, thanks for watching. And I hope you like it. And if I get 100 likes on this video, I will put it on the, I guess the Sims Exchange or whatever it's called so people can download it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.